Good day everyone, we're going to talk about sustainable development. Before we start, I would like to inform that this video is for educational use only. And our group is allowing our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardenes, to use this as for educational use only.
Go. Differentiate stability from sustainability. Stability refers to a system ability to maintain its current state and resist change, focusing on equilibrium and consistency. For instance, a stable economy might show steady growth and low employment, but this can occur without considering long-term environmental or social impacts. Sustainability, in contrast, emphasize the long-term ability for a system to meet present needs without compromising future generations' ability to meet their own. It involves a holistic approach that considers environmental health, social equity, and economic viability. And in sense, stability focuses on maintaining the status quo, while sustainability aims for a future-oriented balance that addresses the needs of both current and future generations.
Go. My topic is articulate models of global sustainable development. So, there are various models of global sustainable development that have been proposed by experts and scholars. Each model focuses on different aspects of sustainable development, but all advocate for balancing economic growth with environmental protection. So, the first is the triple bottom line model. So, this model focuses on three main pillars of sustainable development: economic, environmental, and social. It advocates for balancing economic growth, environmental protection, and social equity. It emphasizes the need to measure success not only in terms of economic growth but also in terms of environmental and social sustainability. So the second is the donut model. This model emphasizes the need to meet the basic needs of all people while preserving the integrity of the planet's ecosystems. It advocates for a balance between social justice and environmental sustainability. It proposed that the economy should operate with a safe and just pace for humanity. And the next is the natural capital model. This model emphasizes the importance of protecting and investing the natural resources. It advocates for valuing and conserving natural resources such as forests, water systems, and biodiversity, and using them sustainability for economic development. The next is the green growth model. This model proposes a transition to a low-carbon economy that is both environmentally sustainable and economically viable. It advocates for investing in green technologies, renewable energy, and resources-efficient infrastructure to drive economic growth while reducing environmental impact. And the next is circular economy model. This model emphasizes the need to reduce waste and create a closed-loop system where resources are reused and recycled. It advocates for designing products and systems that are sustainable throughout their life cycle, from production to disposal. The last is the participatory model. This model emphasizes the importance of involving local communities in decision-making processes. Particularly with regards to sustainable development, it advocates for local communities to have a say in how natural resources are managed and how economic development is pursued.
Here's the brief of your history and overview of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. SDGs of United Nations. The history of United Nations Conference on the Human Environment. Stockholm Conference, first global conference on environmental issues. 1983 Brundtland Commission report introduced concept of sustainable development. In 1992 Rio Earth Summit, United Nations Conference on Environment and Development agree on Agenda 21, a blueprint for sustainable development. 2000 Millennium Development Goals, MDGs, 8 goals to address poverty, hunger, and disease, 2000 and 2015. 2012 Rio Plus 20 Conference Mandate Development of SDGs. 2015 Sustainable Development Summit Adopt 17 SDGs 2015 and 2030. The 17 Sustainable Development Number 1. No property and property in all its forms. 2. Zero hunger. End hunger, achieve food security. 3. Good health and well-being. Ensure healthy lives and well-being. 4. Quality education. Ensure includes an equitable quality education. 5. Gender equality. Achieve gender equality and empower all women. 6. Clean water and sanitation. Ensure access to water and sanitation. 7. Affordable and clean energy. Ensure access to affordable and clean energy. 8. Design work and economic growth. Promote sustained economic growth. 9. Industry innovation and infrastructure. Build resilient structure. 10. Reduce inequalities. Reduce inequality within and among countries. 11. Sustainable cities and communities. Make cities inclusive, safe, and sustainable. 12. Responsible consumption and production. Ensure sustainability in consumption patterns. 13. Climate action. Take urgent action to combat climate change. 14. Life below waters. Conserve and sustainability use ocean, seas, and marine resources. 15. Life on land. Protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of ecosystem. 16. Peace, justice, and strong institution. Promote peaceful and exclusive societies. The last one is partnership for the goals. Strength global partnership for sustainable development. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. This topic is History of Sustainable Development Goal and 17 Sustainable Development Goals of UN. Key features. First is integrated and indivisible goals. Next is universal applicability, all countries, all people. Next is ambitious targets, 169 targets, 232 indicators. Next is focus on human rights, equality, and sustainability. Next is emphasis on multi-stakeholder partnership and implementation. These are the progress and challenges. First is significant progress has been made, especially in poverty reduction and health improvements. Next is, however, many challenges persist, including climate change, inequality, and conflict. Next is, COVID-19 pandemic has hindered progress and emphasizing the need for accelerated action. This is example of successful initiatives. First is Global Alliance for Vaccines and IMM Immunization. This is GAVI. Next is Sustainable Energy for All, C for All. Next is World Wildlife Fund and WWF conservation efforts. Next is UN Habitats Urban Planning and Development Programs. The SDG represent a shared vision for more equitable, sustainable, and peaceful world. Achieving these goals requires collective actions, cooperation, and commitment from government, civil society, the private sectors, and individuals. Would you like me to provide more information of any specific SDG or initiative? That's all. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Cadet Flores and my topic is what is the meaning of Sustainable Development Goals? So the Sustainable Development Goals are a set of 17 global objectives introduced by a United Nations in 2015 as a roadmap to achieve a more sustainable, equitable, and prosperous world by 2030. These goals address a wide spectrum of critical issues from eradicating poverty and access to a clean water and sanitation. They also encompass urgent calls to address climate change, promote gender equality, and reduce inequalities within and among countries. The Sustainable Development Goals are structured by recognize the interconnected nature of these challenges, emphasizing that progress in a one area often relies in advancement in another.
At their core, the SDGs aim to balance three essential pillars of sustainable development: economic growth, social inclusion, and environmental protection. By promoting sustainable industries, encouraging inclusive policies, and advocating for the protection of natural resources, the goals offer a framework for countries, organizations, and communities to collaborate on long-term solutions that address both current needs and future challenges. This shared global vision emphasizes that today's development must not compromise that needs future generation. Through worldwide corporations, the SDGs inspire actions toward a fairer, healthier, and more resilient planet, fostering a sustainable path forward all.
I'm Cadet Habalya. So my topic is what is the most important sustainable development goal? So the most important sustainable development goal or SDG can be varied depending on perspective, but SDG 13, climate action, is often considered crucial because climate change affects nearly all aspects of development. Addressing climate change is central of achievement many of other SDGs such as reducing poverty, ensuring food security, and providing clean water.
So the most important sustainable goal is the interconnectedness of all 17 SDGs, means that focusing on any one goal and isolation might not be as effective as taking a holistic approach. For instance, SDG 1, no poverty, and SDG 2, zero hunger, and SDG 6, clean water and sanitation, are also foundational to human well-being and sustainable progress. Ultimately, the most important SDG depends on context, as different regions and sectors might prioritize goals different based on local challenges and needs.